look at my daughter full makeup, singing She's in Love with an emo girl on TikTok, and I didn't have no say nor approval. Hey, what do you think? Do you think this would be cool or not? You know what I mean? And I'm the one that made them cool.
Kanye West and Kim Kardashian are once again at odds, this time over decisions involving their daughter North. The situation has escalated to the point where Kanye is reportedly considering legal measures against Kim. The controversy erupted after recent photos of North spread across social media, sparking backlash from many viewers over her appearance and outfit choices. Kanye reportedly believes the situation has gone too far and is warning that if changes aren't made, his legal team may step in. However, the dispute extends beyond a single outfit. Kanye has also directed criticism toward Kris Jenner, alleging that she and Kim are pushing North into the spotlight for reasons that go beyond simple self-expression. He argues that their actions are turning North into a brand rather than allowing her to enjoy a normal childhood. Those claims have stunned many fans, fueling intense debate online. As reactions continue to pour in, speculation surrounding the family's parenting choices and North's public image is growing louder by the day.
12 years old. She's 12. Walking around with a corset, the shortest miniskirt that you could have, and bright blue hair.
The images that sparked the controversy showed 12-year-old North during a trip to Rome, sporting bright blue hair, heavy makeup, a short skirt, a fitted corset-style top, and large black boots. Many online critics felt the look appeared more suited for an adult event than a family vacation. The reaction on social media was immediate and intense. Kim Kardashian faced heavy criticism, with many users calling the styling inappropriate and accusing her of treating her daughter more like a fashion statement than a child. As the debate grew, countless comments questioned whether Kim was focusing too much on maintaining a trendy image instead of prioritizing her responsibilities as a parent. The backlash continued to escalate, with some critics drawing comparisons to the past Balenciaga controversy. They argued that Kim's focus on branding and public image was taking precedence over concerns about North's well-being. Meanwhile, Kanye's supporters used the moment to defend his previous concerns, claiming the situation validated many of the issues he had raised before. Some online commenters even mocked the situation, suggesting that Kim should not be surprised by Kanye's frustration over North's growing exposure in the public eye.
Her handwriting and her fingerprints all over my contract. When you look at the two, when you look at my signature and you look at her signature on my deliverables, that say sex tape number 1, sex tape number 2, and guess what? The third sex tape or the second they've been trying to play me on, it called Santa Barbara Sex. Her mama made us go shoot it for safety. She watched the mother and said, hey, we're going to go with the first one because the first one is better. It gives my daughter a better look than the second one that I made y'all go do. But you watched it and made a decision. And then you get on to whatever show you was on and take a lie detector test with a fraud.
While some people believe Kanye's concerns are valid, others argue that he's hardly in a position to criticize anyone. Critics have pointed out that Kanye has spent years being accused of objectifying women, including his own wife, Bianca. Because of that, many find it difficult to accept him suddenly presenting himself as a protector of traditional values. The criticism doesn't stop there. Detractors also bring up Kanye's decision to involve North in a music project connected to Diddy, whose legal troubles and past allegations have generated significant controversy. For many observers, that move appeared inconsistent with the concerns Kanye now claims to have about his daughter's public exposure. Earlier this year, Kanye promoted a track titled Lonely Roads Still Go to Sunshine, announcing that it featured Diddy's son King Combs, North West, and artist Jasmine Williams. The announcement immediately attracted attention because of the unusual mix of names attached to the project. The song reportedly opens with a recorded conversation between Kanye and Diddy, adding even more discussion around the release. However, the strongest reaction came from North's involvement. Many people questioned why a young child was being associated with a project linked to such a controversial figure. According to reports, Kim Kardashian strongly opposed the collaboration and contacted Kanye directly, arguing that he did not have the authority to include North without her approval. The disagreement became even more serious because Kim reportedly controls the trademark rights connected to North's name. Kim reminded Kanye that years earlier they had agreed to secure those rights for their daughter, with ownership eventually transferring to North when she becomes an adult. She reportedly made it clear that any commercial use of North's name, image, or likeness required proper authorization and insisted that those protections be respected. Kim reportedly told Kanye that she had already taken legal steps to keep North out of the Diddy-related project, explaining that the paperwork was filed specifically to protect their daughter. She also reminded him that only one parent needed to hold the trademark rights tied to North's name. Kanye, however, wasn't willing to back off. Reports claim he responded with an aggressive warning, demanding changes and threatening a major public battle if the disagreement continued. His messages allegedly suggested that the conflict could become so destructive that neither side would emerge unscathed. To many observers, the exchange highlighted just how bitter the co-parenting relationship has become. Critics argue that the ongoing power struggle often overshadows what should be the main priority: North's well-being. Some commentators believe Kim's objections had less to do with Diddy's involvement and more to do with maintaining authority over business decisions connected to North's name and public image. Others disagree, saying her concerns were justified. Either way, the debate continues to divide public opinion. At the same time, Kanye frequently presents himself as someone trying to shield his daughter from harmful influences. Yet critics point to what they view as contradictions in his behavior, questioning how he can champion protection and respect while simultaneously defending or associating with controversial figures. As the arguments continue, many fans worry that North is being caught in the middle of a never-ending feud. Concerns have grown that constant public disputes between her parents could make it difficult for her to experience anything resembling a typical childhood. The conflict intensified again after photos from Rome circulated online, showing North wearing a corset-style outfit and a short skirt. According to reports, those images reignited Kanye's frustration, and this time he reportedly considered taking legal action rather than simply voicing his complaints online. Sources claimed Kanye was furious about how his 12-year-old daughter was being presented in public and warned that if the situation continued, attorneys could become involved. Insiders described him as increasingly upset, accusing Kim of crossing boundaries and insisting that he would not ignore the issue. The accusations didn't stop there. Kanye reportedly expanded his criticism to Kris Jenner, alleging that she also plays a role in shaping North's public image. He suggested there was a larger effort to guide North down a path similar to Kim's rise to fame, a claim that immediately sparked heated reactions across social media. The remarks echoed some of Kanye's previous outbursts, during which he made a series of controversial allegations involving the Kardashian family. Following North's appearance on a song connected to English artist FKA Twigs, Kanye once again took to social media, posting comments that reignited discussion about his ongoing dispute with Kim and her family. Kanye's frustration didn't end with the photos. He also publicly criticized FKA Twigs after North appeared in one of her projects, arguing that his daughter was being presented in a way he felt was too mature for her age. In a series of emotional posts, Kanye expressed disappointment and claimed that people would dismiss his concerns rather than take them seriously. For critics of the Kardashian empire, these stories contribute to a broader narrative that fame and business opportunities are often prioritized above personal boundaries. They argue that children growing up in such an environment can face immense pressure to become public brands before they are old enough to make those choices for themselves. Observers have also noted that Kris previously encouraged major publicity opportunities involving Kim and later Kylie, which has led some people to believe Kanye's concerns are not entirely baseless. Whether those concerns are justified or exaggerated remains a matter of fierce public debate. Sources close to Kanye claim he is especially worried that North and Chicago could eventually be guided down a similar path. They say he views many of the family's business decisions as part of a long-term strategy designed to keep the Kardashian-Jenner brand thriving for another generation. This isn't the first time Kanye has raised alarms. He previously voiced strong objections to North's presence on TikTok, arguing that millions of strangers should not have such direct access to his daughter's life online. At the time, many people dismissed his complaints as overly controlling behavior. In multiple posts, Kanye made it clear that he viewed protecting his children as one of his highest priorities. Those statements became some of the most talked about moments from that turbulent period and continue to resurface whenever debates about North's future emerge. Looking at the situation from the outside, many people see a deeply complicated family conflict, with North caught in the middle. Critics argue that Kim's decisions sometimes place her daughter under an intense public spotlight, while others point out that Kanye's own actions have often added fuel to the controversy. As a result, public opinion remains sharply divided. Some believe Kim is exposing North to too much attention at a young age, while others question Kanye's credibility given his own controversial choices and public behavior over the years. Then there is Kris Jenner, whose role in building the Kardashian brand continues to spark discussion. Supporters credit her for creating one of the most successful entertainment empires in modern pop culture, while critics argue that the family's business model has always blurred the line between personal life and public spectacle. What everyone seems to agree on is that North faces extraordinary scrutiny for someone her age. Every appearance, outfit, and social media moment becomes a topic of public debate, with millions of people analyzing her life in real time. As the disagreement between Kim and Kanye grows more intense, concerns about North's future continue to dominate the conversation. The bigger question remains whether these ongoing battles are truly about protecting her, or whether they reflect a much larger struggle over influence, control, and the family's public image. So where do you stand? Are Kanye's warnings justified, or do his own actions undermine his message? And when it comes to Kris Jenner, is she simply guiding the next generation of the family brand? Or is there more to the story than the public sees? Share your thoughts below, because this debate shows no signs of slowing down. Thanks for watching all the way through. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next big celebrity story and update.